Today we're spending time with Slinky. He's getting old, and I honestly don't know how much longer he'll be with us. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about what it's like to watch an old buddy get old. Well, friends, I knew this day was gonna be coming. Slinky is now an old man. He's no longer the young monitor that we've known for so many years. He's still healthy. He's got some age-related issues, like his hips have some arthritis in it. And I do also notice that he's just become a little bit more clumsy, if you will. He doesn't get around as easy as he used to. I watched him kind of fall off the top of his box, and he flipped upside down and had trouble flipping back over. I don't know. It's just a peculiar thing. He's still quite alert. He still has that tongue looking for food, which we have right here. Some croc chow. Let's see him eat it. Nice and easy. There you go, buddy. So overall, he's healthy. He's just old now. And I'm not sure how much longer I'm actually going to be able to spend time with him. One day I know Slinky won't be around. And I hope it's not anytime real soon, but I am getting a little bit more concerned. In fact, about 4 years ago, Jay from Prehistoric Pets came over, and he had monitors before. And when I told him how old Slinky was at the time, he told me to get prepared because they don't really live much longer than, 15, 20 years. And I think Slinky is definitely over 15 years old. I think he's closer to 17. So I really don't know. I just don't know how much longer we got together, man. And it's just a tough thing. We've done so much together, Slinky and I, and on this channel. Got him, I want to say I got him in right about 2012, I believe. 2011, 2012. He was about 4 years old at the time and 4 foot. So 2012, that's 10, gosh. No, he's not 17. He's got to be, how old? I am terrible at math, but let's say we got him in 2011. 21, 26, it's 5, well, 10, yeah, that's 15 years, right on the money. There you go. Oh, and he's 4 years old, so he's closer to 19 years old. Holy smokes, man. Yeah, Slinky's definitely a big boy, and he's an older fella. Holy smokes, that's insane. I think I did look back on my Instagram to see when the first postings of Slinky were. It was right about 2011. So I got him, he was either 3 or 4 years old. I know I must be frustrating you because I've just changed my mind a few times, but I got him from Joey Casey, and he sent Slinky to me after I had put it out on Facebook that I wanted a water monitor again because I just had the space, and he had one living in Atlanta. Slinky was living in his apartment, and they'd let him free roam from time to time, but as you can imagine, a 3.5, 4 foot monitor lizard knocking things over could cause a real situation, could cause a fire, and they didn't want him to get in any trouble, so they sent him to me, and he's been with me since then, and we've grown together. The channel's grown with him, and you guys all remember the Slinky freezing incident from a few years ago. Here it is. Here's some food. Here's some food. Nice and easy. Look at how gentle he is, though. That's my boy. My gentle guy. Well, anyway, when he was young, when he used to live where Rocky and Pebbles live now, we had a little pond in there for him, and he actually would kind of, you'd better not bite your dad while I'm saying nice things about you. He and I, started off where he never ever bit me, not one time, but he would whip the crap out of me, I'll tell you that much, when he was nervous. He would definitely give you a whip, and that hurt. That was not a pleasant feeling. So, Slinky is just a character. Just a character. And I love him so much. But yeah, man, it's like we built him this giant enclosure a few years ago. I think he's even gotten bigger since he's been in here. And he is a special animal for sure. And I just want to make sure that his elder years as a water monitor are comfortable and calm, and that he's got a good existence. And I think we're doing that. I definitely think we're doing that here. I just don't know what I can do to kind of help him out. I did get contacted. You guys saw the video with Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike's got a special laser. This is croc chow, not tortoise chow. Come here. Come on. Come on, Slink, get up here. Those radiateds will eat absolutely anything. Well, Dr. Mike's got a portable laser that he said he could bring over and treat Slinky with. He said it helps with the arthritis. And that's interesting to me. So obviously we're going to do that for Slinks. So like I said, you know, his back legs, just kind of normal wear and tear, you know. Certain reptiles live a very long time and others are just not quite as long lived. So Slinky, most water monitors do kind of get geriatric after about 15, kind of get old, and now we know Slinky's over 15 years old. Yeah, he's walking around all right, but let's just, you know, when I watch him come through the water, he gets a little goofy. I always wanted to breed him, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. It would be so cool if we had baby Slinkies, huh? Hey, buddy. Look at how excited he gets still. Oh, that tickles your little foot. But I just like to come in here and hang out with him. Let's see if we can get him in the water to eat. But you see that? Just not quite as good as he used to be when it comes to just moving around. My goodness. Still love to see him in the water though. I guess the good news is that he still loves to eat. He goes in and out of his heated shelter. And I just don't know. I just haven't been giving him much of the walks and stuff like I used to. I worry a lot about cane toads and things like that. I've never really worried about cane toads getting in here because this is so high off the ground, and of course it's completely enclosed. So I wouldn't suspect, and I've never seen a cane toad in here at all. But let's just see him swimming here. You could just kind of see his legs moving around. What an incredible animal though he's been for so many years. I mean, there's been so many exciting things that have happened with him. And I know we're talking about it like he's gone, but he's not gone. He's still here. I just want to prepare all of you as I prepare myself for, you know, the inevitable. It's been a tough winter so far. I've been pulling Slinky in. You know, we lost Bill, which was tragic. And I just want to make sure that I keep him as comfortable as possible. I'm not going to trust the shelter. We have some cold weather coming. It said next week 29 degrees is a low, and that will be probably the coldest I have ever encountered here in Florida. If that figure, that temperature turns out to be real, that is going to be the most insanely cold temperature. So that means I have to do some serious work, and it's going to be over a week of cold weather, which is disastrous. Totally disastrous. Just gets harder, friends. It gets harder and harder when we have these cold weather snaps. Not a fan of winter. In the meantime, the Slinks is still incredibly active, responsive to his name. When I call him, he comes on out, which is awesome. Oh man, I don't know. Have you guys lost any of your favorite animals? You know, there's quite a few animals here that have become very close to me. Slinky, of course, is probably top of that list. Guapo, Nostradamus. They're just animals that we've had since the beginning, pretty much of the camp. And I really love spending time with them and learning from them. Look at him go. He's going underwater there. That is incredible, huh? I love seeing a water monitor do water monitor things. Now he's stirred up all that water so we can't really see him, but he's poking around looking for food. He's gonna pop up right over here. And it's amazing how that tongue works underwater. Doesn't matter, it's an amphibious creature, you know, it can kind of go anywhere it wants. I've even seen video of these guys about 40 foot down in the ocean. So water monitors are just incredible. And that's probably how the Komodo dragon found its way to the small islands that they have found in Indonesia, Flores and Komodo. They just swam around. They were able to swim. So maybe their ancestors and the Asian water monitors, they certainly did have a close ancestor. He got another piece of crocodile right there. Good boy. He knew there was some in there, and it's cool to watch him kind of do his thing. Gosh, I can't imagine the camp without our guy. That's just insane. So I've started noticing this maybe about 2 months ago. Started noticing just a different vibe of Slinky, and that's why it's important to kind of get in here, spend time with your animals, and you know, make sure that you're watching them and you're watching for any changes in their behavior. It's one of the most important things you can do as a keeper of these animals, because you know what their normal behavior is just because you spend so much time with them daily. And it's important to continue that. We got some good weeds for the radiateds, but it's important that we as keepers pay attention. I love that he loves going in the water. He explores the water, he explores the land, he digs. I mean, this enclosure really helped him out in so many ways. Sorry about that, big sister calling in. Let's silence the phone here. Come on, buddy. Nice and easy now. That's a good guy. You are the best. I don't know, man. I'm sure there are other really fantastic monitor lizards out there, and they'll tame up nice. But every once in a while, you just get an absolute diamond, and that is Slinky. He tamed himself, and he came to know me and trust me, and that is always the biggest reward with these animals. I know they're not dogs. I know you probably can't trust them like dogs, but Slinky and I have been together for many, many years, and he's never been anything but a good animal to me. And I love the fact that he can just smell my hand. He knows that I don't have food in the hand. He knows when I do have food in the hand. We've never had an accidental bite. He's always been a well-behaved animal, and he really is the king of the camp. So the king is now in his elder years. He's got a nice, he should have a little beard on him, shouldn't he? But just a good dude, man. Just a good dude. All right, friends. Kind of a little bit of an introspective video today. Just felt like kind of discussing it and working through it out loud, if that makes any sense. Working through it for my own mental health and letting you guys know that, hey, we're more towards the end with Slinky. Are you gonna bite my nipple? Or than we are at the beginning. And I also wonder if cognitively things change in these animals, you know? Do they get senile? I don't know. But we're gonna keep a good eye on them. We've got a great veterinarian, and clearly that tongue of his is still going strong, as is his appetite. All right, there you go, friends. Keep it here for all the updates on Slinky, and head to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan, where you guys will see behind the scenes video, and you can chat with me live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. All right, my friends, I will see you all again really, really soon.